Hi Glamifiers! Welcome to the Glamifiime channel once again. I'm gonna go ahead and be showing you my look, my way, my personal preference of highlighting and contouring your beautiful face. Also keep in mind that we all have different face shapes, so what might work for me might not work for you, but this is just an easy guidance for beginners who want to learn how to highlight and contour your face. I'm going to be providing you with some links of products that you can get for contouring that are very inexpensive, and I just hope you have fun with it, and I'm so excited to see the looks that you guys will create after doing this beautiful highlighting and contouring tutorial on yourself. Keep watching for more information. I want to thank my beautiful Kennia for requesting the highlighting and contouring tutorial. Thank you so much. Here's a beautiful snapshot of her. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Thank you so much for all of your support. Have a blessed day. I will be using this palette for contouring and highlighting. We'll be using, this is the lightest shade and this is the darkest shade. I also have another one that's more inexpensive. It's this palette here for contouring. The e.l.f. Professional Foundation Brush. Very inexpensive, purchased it at Target. So when we're highlighting, we want to make sure that we're analyzing our face first and foremost. What is our face shape, what we do not like, and what we like most about our face. And we pretty much want to highlight the areas that we like most in our face. We want to enhance those beautiful features, and we want to diminish the flaws. So in highlighting, you want to give yourself that healthy looking glow. This is the way that I highlight. It doesn't necessarily mean this is a correct way. There are a million ways to highlight and contour your face. This is just the way that I prefer to do it, and I hope you like it as well. Foundation is always applied before you highlight or contour your face. So right now, because I'm only doing the tutorial on highlighting and contouring, all of my other makeup has already been done. But preferably only do your foundation before highlighting and contouring. So I'm going to go ahead and accentuate my nose. Your lines do not have to be perfect due to the fact that you will be blending all of this in. So it does not have to be perfect. If you have a higher nose, if you have a higher forehead, if you have a bigger forehead, you don't want to accentuate that part as much. So you wouldn't go up as high. You would kind of go stop a little bit right above the eyebrows. Also, the inside part of your nose you can highlight. And if you have a little bit of a dark right here, you can also highlight that part as well. See how I'm kind of connecting this area? This is giving me that narrow look that I want. Suck in your cheeks. The natural line that is created when you're sucking in your cheeks, you're actually going to be contouring there. So we want to go a little bit underneath, so probably in between that line and your jawline, and we're going to highlight the middle area right there like this right here. That's what we're going to highlight. And that's what we're going to highlight. And now we're just going to do some upside down triangles underneath the eye. For this, it's better if you kind of look up and then keep glancing at the mirror to make sure you're doing it where you need it. Do some upside down triangles, stopping about maybe halfway or a little bit lower than your cheeks. So these are the areas that I like to personally highlight. So we're just gonna suck the cheeks in. Duck face. Just kidding. Sorry. So we're just gonna suck in the cheeks and highlight our right underneath our cheek area. This gives you an instant facelift. And what we want to do is we don't want to just do a straight line, because our face does not have straight, harsh line shapes naturally. So we kind of want to do like a little arch up. We can also stop it right here at the outer part of the eye. Maybe like right there we can stop it. So you see how I curved it here? Because our face does not have straight, super straight lines. So we want to make sure our shadow effects, our contouring areas go into the natural flow. That's why it's very, very important that you analyze your face shape. That you're looking, okay, I don't like this, I want to hide this, I want to make myself look like I have a higher cheekbone area. You know, whatever it is that you want to make, give the illusion of, this is perfect for all of that. So just practice, you know, analyze your face, practice highlighting and contouring until you're seeing the results that you love and like. So we're gonna go right on the jawline. Right on the jawline, and you can also connect these a little bit. If you have a very wide chin and you want to give the illusion of a smaller chin, what you can do is kind of give these little parentheses around the highlighted area on your chin, like so. This kind of brings in the area so it doesn't give it that wide look, so it's kind of like shrinking it all together. Okay. And now we want to go up on top of our forehead, down to the temples, and connect to where we originally stopped. We want to do the same on the other side, on top of the forehead, down to the temples, and connect. The beauty about this is if you want to go down some more, or if you don't like something, this is the perfect time where you have to analyze everything. Always glance back out the mirror. Always glance back out the mirror to see that you're liking what you're doing. If not, add more highlighter, add more of the contouring, contour more, highlight less, you know, or whatever you feel like you need. Smile, try and see if these are even. As even as you can possibly get them, or as even as you're happy with it. Make sure that you're happy with the makeup that you will be applying on your beautiful face. That's the most important thing. One thing to remember, because there's so many different steps and like, okay, this is the upside down triangle, here is the center, here. So one easy way to remember the contouring part is just, if you can see, it kind of resembles the shape of an E here. So if you remember, this is kind of the E shape as far as the contouring, and then pretty much the rest of the areas is highlighting. If you don't shape your eyebrows with a angled synthetic brush like this one, I would recommend you do. It's a flat angled synthetic eyebrow shaping brush, and you can also use it for contouring the nose area. I'm using the same color to contour, so I'm just bringing it down, as you can see. Connect it down here. If you want to give more definition to certain parts, you can do it. You can do it here. So this is my contouring and highlighting procedure technique that I like to do on myself. I purchased this brush It's from Sally's Beauty Supply Face Secrets Bronzer. It's not super hard on the bristles. This one works really good as far as blending it all in, because right now what we're going to be doing is just pretty much blending in everything. And what I would suggest and recommend is that you start blending from the outside of your face, working your way into the center. We want to go for a nice glamour look. Nice circular motions while you're blending. Finished doing all of the blending and the highlighting and contouring, if you still want a little bit of more definition, I would recommend to go over the areas that you highlighted with a light eyeshadow matte. You can use other professional products, but because this is a beginner's tutorial, if you have a nude palette for eyeshadows that's matte, no shimmer, go ahead and use a light color and gently pat it over the areas that you highlighted, and use a brown matte eyeshadow to define the areas that you contoured. Right now I'm using Bare Minerals loose powder, and it is definitely lighter than my skin tone, and I'm just gently patting it over the areas that I highlighted. I also have a nude eyeshadows palette, which was what I was explaining, where you pretty much have all the neutrals, and you can use any of these light ones for the highlighting and any of these darker ones for the contouring, and they're all matte. So we want to get a smaller eyeshadow brush like this one, for example. Okay. And we'll be using a brown. Going to be using off of this palette, this brown here, and defining the areas that I contoured. If it's too harsh, clean your brush off a little so that the lines. My loose powder from MAC foundation that's matching my color skin, so use a pressed powder, whatever foundation powder you like to use that matches your skin color. I encourage you to use that one, and we're just going to lightly get a little bit of the product, not too much, and we're just going to blend in. Just make sure everything is nicely blended. This is just a clean brush with no makeup on it, just finishing off blending some areas. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I had so much fun, and I hope you learned a little bit of my technique. I hope you apply my technique on a very glamorous day that you have just this glam-filled event that you're going to. This makeup is a little bit heavy for every day. I would not recommend it for everyday use, but definitely for that perfect night out or just a glamorous event, photo shoot perhaps, anything that you feel like you need to go a little bit above and beyond on your makeup, then definitely try this highlighting and contouring technique, and I hope it works for you. Thank you. Bye.